All right, guys, moving on to the same packet of word problems. For this video, I'm just going to do number 12. It's kind of the same concept that we did on the last video, except now we have three quantities. So we want to get the expressions in terms of x for the three quantities, get our equation, solve for it, and then plug the value for x back in. So if we read this right away, you can kind of see I have the setup right here. There's three people I'm dealing with: John, Paul, mentions Paul again, and then Mona. So immediately I write down their three names. So now I want to figure out which one am I going to let equal x, John, Paul, or Mona. All right, so the first sentence says John has twice as much money as Paul, and then it says Paul has $8 more than Mona. Well, the person that we know nothing about, again, is who's listed last, is Mona. All right, I compare Paul to Mona. I don't know how much money she has, so she is going to be x. Now, since I started out with Mona being x, I'm going to read the second sentence because I can compare Paul's amount of money to Mona. So I see keyword, it's saying more than, so I'm going to add. So if Mona has x dollars, and if Paul has $8 more than Mona, then Paul's expression is x plus 8. And then if I want to get John, well, I got to backtrack and look at this first sentence, saying John has twice as much money as Paul. So twice as much means you're going to double it or multiply it by 2. So I'm comparing this to Paul. Well, Paul has this, the x plus 8. So for John, we're going to double it. And this is where it's real important. If I'm doubling the x plus 8, put that x plus 8 in parentheses. Common mistake is to just leave it as 2x plus 8. But it's 2 times the quantity of x plus 8. That's probably the toughest part right there. All right, and that's the bulk of the work there. Then once I have the expressions, if I read the third sentence saying together they have $236. So what that means is I'm going to add all the amount of money that John, Paul, and Mona have and then set it equal to 236. So I'm going to add all three of these expressions up and set it equal to 236. So this equation is going to be 2 times the quantity of x plus 8, and then plus Paul's amount, which is this, the x plus 8, and then Mona's amount, which is just x, and then we set it equal to 236. Okay, as we go each step, it gets easier and easier. Let's see, if we distribute the 2, we're going to get, let's see here, 2 times x is 2x, 2 times 8 is 16, then I bring everything else down, the plus x plus 8, and the plus x. Okay, then if I combine like terms like 2x, x, and x, if I add those quantities up, I get 4x. So cross those out. Then if I add this 16 and this 8, I get 24. So 4x plus 24 equals 236. Then you have a two-step equation. Let's see, we're going to subtract 24 from both sides. And the 236 minus the 24, that gives us 212. And that equals 4x. Then we divide both sides by 4. All right, I'm going to do that on my calculator right now. So I'm going to put in 212 divided by 4. And that gives me 53. All right, so that's 53 right there. And then remember, I'm not done. I have to take this 53 and plug them back into the setup. So if I look at the setup, Mona is x, so Mona is, I'm just going to go right here since I don't have any space. Mona is $53. For Paul, if I plug this 53 in here, it's 53 plus 8, which gives us $61. So these are the answers. And then for, let's see here, for John, I'll squeeze this in right here. For John, I plug this 53 in right there. So this is 2 times the quantity of 53 plus 8. 53 plus 8 is 61. And then 2 times 61 is $122. So these are the answers, this 53, 61, and 122. And you can check it. If you added those up, 53 plus 61 plus 122, it equals this, the 236. So you can see that's a lot of work right there, but the most important part is getting the setup and figuring out which quantity is x.